5, 4, 3, 2, are you ready?
Camera.
Yeah, I noticed.
The hard way wrestling it is Monday Madness. What's up, boys?
It's
Not too
Victory
much,
Monday.
not too much.
Victory Monday, the
Victory
Pack Boys.
Monday. We
Yeah.
did America a favor and bounced them fucking cowgirls.
Yeah, all right, there we go. That's what we needed in life. We needed the Cowboys to lose. This is not a football show, but we
It is
do
not.
love our football here. Ricky is a big time Green Bay Packers fan. I wasn't going to say what that G stands for, but it's Packers. Genius is what that's for, right?
Greatness.
I thought
Greatness.
that stood for Georgia football, the Georgia Bulldogs.
I think it's a
And
different.
they stole our logo.
Jimmy Kimmel said the G on the side of the helmet was for genius for Aaron Rodgers.
It's greatness, said by Vince Lombardi.
Is that what it is?
I think I'm gonna go order me a Jordan Love jersey.
Order 2, bro. Order 2. I need me. Actually, Jesse last night, she's like, "Are you a Green Bay fan now?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm a Jordan Love fan."
Yeah, he won you your fantasy title.
That's right. That's right. Scotty, you're a football fan, right?
Yes, sir.
I see you got the football on your hat.
Well, I'm also a soccer fan as well. The European football, but no, American football. I know people are gonna look at me a little weird, but my main team will always be the Washington Redskins. But I also am. I have been converted into a Ravens fan over the last several years by Lamar Jackson. So
okay.
Best running back in the league.
Huh?
Best running back in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that was funny that they said Lamar is just a running back. Man, he's an MVP is what you're gonna call him this year, brother.
Yeah.
He's an MVP. He's a great player. Yes, we're both. I'm a Baltimore Raven fan, and we play next week because we had the first round bye because we are great. We are greatness, sir.
And I will say this much: we don't have to deal with Flacco coming into town.
Thank goodness.
Definitely
definitely did not want to see Joe, and definitely do not want to see Pittsburgh. And they're actually Pittsburgh is playing right now. Buffalo. It was 7-0 a minute ago, so don't know what it is now, but we're gonna get through this video, and then we're gonna go watch some football, I believe. So,
yep.
Good weekend of wrestling, boys. Did you catch up on all your wrestling?
Watch some highlights of TNA and stuff like that. So
okay. What'd you think of the new branded TNA?
I mean, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it don't really look all that different from the old TNA, except for there ain't no 6-sided ring. You know, like, I mean, the colors scheme is the same. Like, I was kind of hoping they would do something a little different with the look of it, but you know, I mean, it's like, you know, Impact, TNA, you know, like they didn't really change too much, you know, like every time they rebrand, the look doesn't really change all that much. It's just, you know, different name. So
I feel like sometimes it's just like a really, really expensive indie show.
Yeah, pretty much. And expensive indie show that we don't know who's paying for because Dixie Carter's gone. So who's
Billy Corgan, right?
No. Billy Corgan's got his own group.
I thought he was
got the NWA. Billy Corgan's got.
Oh
the
yeah, that's right. That's right.
They are now on the CW app. You can download the CW app for free and watch NWA on your phone. NWA.
Wait a minute. They're
not
on
NWA. Yeah, it is NWA. Yeah, it is NWA.
Yeah.
I thought they weren't getting that deal due to the Coke spot. Due to Sinister Minister's Coke spot.
No idea. But if you go to the CW app right now, they have episodes of NWA wrestling. So
Okay.
and
Okay.
I actually believe that pay-per-view is on there right now. The pay-per-view that you're talking about, they got 250 buys.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Well, there were some other things to watch that night, sadly.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if you watch, you go ahead and you get a chance, you watch some of the NWA on the CW app.
Wait, you're talking TNA, right?
No, CW. Yeah, NWA. I was talking about Billy Corgan.
Okay,
You get a chance to watch that on their CW app. It's embarrassing.
Oh, jeez.
It really is embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. It's really bad. Like terribly bad.
And it's sad because they were looking like they were going to make a comeback and kind of they weren't going to be like WWE or AEW level, but they were going to be the top indie promotion that now that Ring of Honor, like they started out that way in the first like month or two of their studio show, and then it just went boop into the toilet.
Yeah,
So,
it was. It's pretty pathetic. It should be called BFI instead of NWA.
Dumpster.
Yeah, the
Trash
dumpster
receptacle.
Yeah, right. So it's bad. We're not here to talk about Billy Corgan and his terrible wrestling organization. We're here to talk about TNA. They had their rebranding first pay-per-view of the year, Hard to Kill. I got to watch a little bit of the highlights. I did not watch it. I had a gig this weekend, so I didn't get a chance. So, Ricky, did you get a chance to watch?
I did not, unfortunately.
Scotty didn't get to watch any highlights at all.
No, I watched
highlights.
highlights.
And more work.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna go through. The Impact or the TNA. It's gonna be a while. I mean, it's like talking about Edge. It's gonna be hard for me to get out of not saying Impact Wrestling. So.
Okay.
Don't worry, they'll be back to Impact in about 18 months.
Yeah. Very funny story about Edge, by the way. I was listening to Cornette's podcast, and they were talking about the latest AEW ratings. And, of course, Brian reads the names of everybody who's involved in the matches for each quarter hour. And he said the name Adam Copeland, and my head exploded. I was like, wait a minute, who's Adam Copeland? I can't, like, I don't. So, yeah, I just, like. Oh my gosh!
All right, we're gonna go over some of the results here, and then we'll go over our Ricky will go over our fantasy league. We do have a fantasy league for wrestling, and we're gonna go over that. So, first match of the evening was a kickoff, part of the kickoff show. Their countdown to Hard to Kill was Rich Swann and Steve Macklin. I believe this was a rematch from like 2022, maybe something like that. The return of TNA kicked off Saturday night with a battle between two former world champions as part of the countdown to Hard to Kill pre-show. Steve Macklin earned a momentum-building victory over Rich Swann in the opener, dodging a Phoenix Splash late, hanging his opponent up into the ropes and delivering the crosshairs. His finisher, an underhook DDT known as the Kia, put away Rich Swann.
That's a car.
He's hitting him with an inexpensive car. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
What's the setup move? The Sportage?
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, in this business, the way some of these promotions work, they look like they get hit by cars. So
Rich Swann is pretty cool. His gear was like an homage to Flash Funk. From Too Cold Scorpio from 1997 WWE. Actually pretty cool. It was a rematch from 2020. Hard to Kill 2023 last year at this time, where Swann defeated Macklin. So they're 1-for-1 in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
So next year they'll go to the rubber match.
Yep. So we're definitely gonna get these guys again. Next match. Well, it wasn't actually a match. We've got Scotty's boy, DJ Who Kid, and AJ Francis, or what Scotty likes to say, we like to call him Flop Dollar.
Flop Dollar.
Oh
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I did see. I saw the clip of this coming. I was like, Flop's back. Let's see. Let's see what he can do. Let's see how many times he can almost break his neck going through the ropes the wrong way.
So, DJ Who Kid introduced who we could talk about this at another time, but DJ Who Kid actually came out and talked about the fight between CM Punk and we could talk about that at another time. After I decipher what the actual fuck he was talking about. I don't know. Did you read?
I've read 5 different transcripts of that. I still can't even figure it out.
Nope. It was Anyway,
probably lost brain cells.
I tell you, it is almost. I'll read them. I'll read it to you one. How about Friday show? We read it.
Let's do it Friday. Trust me.
The transcripts of DJ Who Kid. That's what we'll do. Because
dude, you're a DJ too. You talk better than this guy. Like what the heck?
I do not. I'm gonna keep it to myself. DJ Who Kid introduced AJ Francis, who claimed that purchased time on the pay-per-view broadcast to debut his new music video, "We Outside." Now, that motherfucker should have stayed outside. This is terrible.
Yeah.
So they didn't get a chance to do their song. There's a video out there, but they didn't get a chance to do the song because it was interrupted by Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. So he interrupted them. Let's see here. Did I end well for Hendry, who took a shot to the back from DJ Who Kid, DJ Who Kid's computer, and was left lying in the middle of the ring. I'm gonna tell you, we've made fun of Top Dollar or what's his name, AJ Francis. I've seen some indie shows with him recently. Yo, he is vicious. I don't know if he stepped up his game a little bit. I think if he was now. WWE has a different way of working, and they don't allow you to be as vicious as AJ Francis was. I mean, he is absolutely beating the piss out of people in matches. And I believe that one of AJ Francis's videos is going to make the Will Powell segment on Friday.
Now, is this potato vicious, or is this just, it looks like hit hard and save spots vicious?
It is a guy who is unfucking loading. It's a guy who's been made fun of and shit on in the wrestling business, and just letting people know that whatever, bro, I can still throw hands. So. Anyway, moving on. We had Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian versus Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. This was also on the Countdown, the Hard to Kill show. Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, they've actually started a faction with Moose and 2 other people, I think, called The System. So, and we'll get to that later. The System's Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers scored the win over the newly formed faction, defeating Eric Young and 900-year-old Frankie Kazarian in a highly contested tag team match. The action was nonstop throughout and picked up late with the hot tag to Kazarian. The heels winning makes sense given the officials are attempting to do creativity with the new system faction. Alicia Edwards, that's who it was. Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards' wife, Moose, Kazarian, and Young will always be over with the audience, so the loss does not hurt them. Anyway, Edwards and Myers defeat Kazarian and Young. So we have another faction. I guess they're going to be in the running for a faction of the year, maybe next year.
We'll see.
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay.
What will the team name? I mean, besides, they got to come up with a better team name than The System. How about Moose Knuckle?
I like Moose Knuckle.
I like it too. That's a good one.
I like Moose Knuckle. I believe that's been done before.
Yeah, it has been. But
has it been done before? I feel like it has been done. I feel like I've heard that before.
Wasn't that one of Vince Russo's ideas? I think.
I have no idea. Well, then it would have been Impact then, right? Was it Moose Knuckle? Was Moose in Impact then?
Yeah, it would have been Impact. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was done in Impact once already. So
Okay, yeah, I'll have to look that up. I don't know, but I believe that I've heard Moose Knuckle and Camel Toe maybe or some point. Who knows? That would be a Russo. That would definitely be a Russo thing. So then we had Tommy Dreamer versus Crazy Steve in a digital media championship match. The worst fucking
belt.
title ever. I mean, it is absolutely the worst title ever. Before we move on, let's check out what do we got on Facebook here. What's with Ziggler's new name? We'll get to that here in a second. What's up, John Bickner? You some bitch, you. Ouch. This is getting ugly. Oh, yeah. I guess he's talking about Paul's talking about the Steelers game. All right. So Crazy Steve settled his intense personal rivalry, Tommy Dreamer, by winning the digital media title, the Cardona special. How is this belt not in AEW already?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm surprised some.
Don't give
I'm surprised
Tony any ideas.
Yet.
When Jess was filling out her paperwork, she's like, "Who the fuck is Crazy Steve?"
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Exactly.
Like,
Actually,
and why would you put like? Okay, I'm not saying that this belt is worth a damn, but to put it on a guy named Crazy Steve, who the fuck has any of us have ever heard of this guy?
Long-time Impact TNA roster member, Crazy Steve.
Okay, good for him, but
It must
isn't
be
it
the
better,
Serpentico.
yeah, isn't it better to keep this belt
Yeah.
even though it's a shit belt and has no meaning whatsoever? Isn't it better to keep it on Tommy Dreamer, who at least brings a tiny bit of credibility to that belt because he's Tommy Dreamer?
I don't think Hogan can bring credibility to that belt. That is a terrible belt. That is.
I know I'm delayed, but Crazy Steve, I thought I was betting on Steve-O.
Oh, yeah, wrong Steve. So, Crazy Steve wins the digital media championship, and I hope he Alundra blazes it into a fucking trash can.
Yeah,
That would be a good Sammy Guevara title too.
that would be
The digital media.
Yeah, that would be a good Sammy Guevara title.
If you think about it, it's a belt for somebody who's like king of digital media, like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all these different media outlets, TikTok and YouPorn, whatever. You would think that a guy like that, people like that, would be to carry this title. You don't fucking see Crazy Steve until Impact or TNA. You don't see these guys. So okay. I mean, the belt makes zero fucking sense.
Crossover, AEW. Tony Khan heel turn. He comes out, wins the digital media title because Tony Khan is the king of digital media, considering he's tweeting all the time.
I can see it. I mean, actually, that's not bad because Tony Khan is more of a digital media champion than Crazy Steve and what's his name?
Cardona.
No,
Dreamer.
But Dreamer.
Darn it! Who was Tony just tweeting about?
Oh, Mahal or Hook?
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal. Gender reveal Mahal.
Yeah.
All right, we had the Knockouts Ultra X match. You had Tasha Steelz, Alicia Edwards, Giselle Shaw, Jody Threat, Zaya Brookside, and I'm not even sure who the other one was. Dana Luna. This is like the X. If you win the X, this X division, whatever match, you're the number one contender for the X division championship. I guess is there an X division championship for women?
I guess they got one now because I mean, I didn't know there
No. It was a number one contender match for the women's Knockouts World Championship.
Oh, is that what it? Okay,
yeah.
Knockouts.
It's just a X division or whatever the hell they call that damn match.
Yeah. The Ultimate X.
Ultimate X match. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go. Giselle Shaw defeated all 4 of the ladies. There's something about Giselle Shaw that it's weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's where her boobies are. I don't know.
She just like her. I don't know. She like. I think it's the lips. Like the lips just throw me off on her. Like
Something's
she's
wrong with
like,
her yips.
yeah, like, ew, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about her that just.
Ew.
I don't know what it is. I feel like if you shorten her hair, she would be.
Randy says she's transgender.
Is she transgender? Is that what it is?
That's okay. That makes sense then. That I was like, I knew there was.
Thank God neither one of you said you wanted to bang her.
I mean, I didn't say I wouldn't yet. Give me a minute. Give me to go back to this picture. So that's what it is. She's transgender. Okay, I knew there was something different about her.
Yeah.
So
Yam bag.
that's what it is. It's a yam bag. How long before? And I'm not knocking it because I have a future stepchild that is transgender. How long before we get a transgender division?
I don't think there's that many of them out there, so I mean you'd have to have a decent amount to make a division out of it.
Well, does Sunny Kiss count?
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah. I mean,
We're touching on a little touchy subject here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's Scotty or Ricky got really quiet.
No, I didn't say it. No, I was just letting you guys go with it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe. We're gonna come up with a list of our top 10 transgender wrestlers for Friday.
Nyla Rose, 1 through 10.
Number one.
1 through 10.
I mean, as far as I know,
1 through 4 at least.
There's the only 3 out there. Is Nyla Rose, Sunny Kiss, and now what was her name?
Bianca Belair. That's for Scott. That's for
Brian.
Brian.
That's for Brian. Anyway, before we get canceled, we're gonna get off her. Giselle Shaw wins the Ultimate X, so she's the number 1 contender for the Knockouts World title. We had PCO versus Dirty Dango, formerly Fandango, formerly what was PCO's name in back when he was WWE?
He was Pierre.
Pierre Ouellette, right?
The Quebecer.
Beckers, yeah.
That guy's 1,000 years old, and they keep putting makeup on him to make him look like Frankenstein, but it's a little less makeup every time, and he's still. I've actually spoken to him a couple times. He is, for his age, he's in his. I want to say he's in his 60s, his mid 60s.
Get him on here.
60s. What is it?
Can you get him on here?
It's a work in process. It's a work in process. So I've messaged him a couple times and talked to him a few times, but anything it goes through their media
Publicist.
guy or their publicist or Impact has their own whatever. And I have not gotten a message back from that. I've emailed him 3 or 4 times, never got a message back. So he would be more than willing to do it. I'm sure. But anyway, he's in his 60s and he posts pictures all the time. He works out. He's into karate and that kind of stuff. He's like a black belt or something now. He's if I look that good at 60, well, fuck, I don't look that good at 48. So he's really good. So we had PCO versus Dirty Dango. PCO beats Dirty Dango.
There you go.
And I'm good with that. I love me some PCO. Love me some PCO. That guy, I think there was a bunch of interference in this. This guy's a machine. He does like front somersaults off the top ropes, lands on dudes on the apron. If you ever get a chance, I will make sure that he ends up in the Will Powell segment. He does stuff that like makes me cringe.
Yeah, he's again for his age and the fact that he's still wrestling and relatively injury free. I mean, even with all the hard hitting stuff he does, and all the hard bumps he takes. I've seen him take some insane bumps off of other guys' stuff, and the fact that he's still wrestling pretty well injury free. I mean, I'm sure he's got stuff that's old injuries that are still nagging at him, knees or whatever over time. But I mean, that's the life of any wrestler. But that's ridiculous, the stuff that he does. So yeah. I give him a lot of credit.
The next match was a match. Did they add this late? Ricky, I don't know that you
That tag
had
title match, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a late ad because I checked the card in the middle of the afternoon and I checked the card before I sent it out. That match was not listed. It wasn't even on TNA's website for their match card either.
Well, you know what pisses me off? It was MK Ultra versus Decay. This was the match that they canceled on the pay-per-view that I lost the
No
points.
one.
Yeah,
No
it was.
one. No one. It was Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo. Remember?
Oh, okay. Well, that
One
makes
of
sense.
them was it Tasha Steelz took a inadvertent punt to the mouth or something, and there was some extracurricular shit or whatever that happened after that match, and it was like they never aired it.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, we have new women's knockout tag champions. Decay beats MK Ultra. And we felt that it was weird that Masha Slamovich was not on this pay-per-view, but I guess they slid her in here.
She probably had to go slam a bitch in the back just to get on the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
So.
probably. She
Giggity.
does a lot of work with what's the death match game changer, GCW. She does a lot of stuff with GCW right now. So so MK Ultra loses the titles. I don't know why you would take the titles of MK Ultra. I know Decay. I know they've been around for a while now. So again, I would whatever. I'd have kept it on. I would have kept it on Masha. I wonder if that means Masha's leaving.
Could be, or one of the two is leaving.
Yeah. All right. X Division Championship match. Chris Sabin, who is your champion, versus Kushida and El Hijo del Vikingo, who every time I see him, he gets smaller and smaller. Look at the guy. I mean, when you get a chance to look at the guy, I mean, he's a man child. He's just a man child.
Lippity
No,
doo dah.
so what he does is when he first started, he had lifts in his boots, and so gradually he's been taking the layers of the lifts out, so he keeps shrinking.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's about as good as your excuses you're gonna get. Who hasn't heard of Crazy Steve? That's John. Yes, you're correct. Everyone's heard of Crazy Steve except for everybody in front of you right now on this video.
I mean, I know 3 or 4 Crazy Steves, but they don't wrestle. Like,
and 2 of them are in jail.
Yeah, pretty much.
So results are Sabin ends up defeating Kushida and Vikingo and retains the X Division title. So, all right, we're going to move on. We got Josh Alexander versus Alex Hammerstone.
This match killed me.
This was the one I watched back 2 or 3 times, all the highlights and stuff from it. Hammerstone. What a fucking machine. This guy is the Brock Lesnar of Impact or TNA Wrestling. He is a monster, dude. A monster. Would not stay down. Every time that Josh Alexander did something to him, he was right back. And like he no-sold, I don't know how much.
Yeah. And the fact though that they put Alexander over Hammerstone, like I was calling Hammerstone to win this one, and in our fantasy league, and this is what killed me. I was like, okay, especially when you see the highlights, and you're like, man, he no-sold. He was like he's the Brock Lesnar, like you say, he's the Brock Lesnar of Impact or of TNA, and the fact that he didn't go over, I was like, what the hell are they doing? Like,
well, if this is the first show of the year and this is like a new rebranding and a new year, new me type of thing for TNA Wrestling, Josh Alexander should have put this guy. They should have had Hammerstone win this. If you want to keep a guy like this around, he looks great. He's built like Brian Cage. He's built like there was another guy that used to be back in Impact Wrestling or TNA. Yeah, Impact Wrestling. I can't remember what his name is. Ended up going to New Japan. Got caught stealing in Japan. Can't remember what his name is. Anyway, he kind of got blackballed from wrestling. So, as good as this match was, and I like Josh Alexander. I liked him better when he was teaming up with what's his name, the other Canadian. What's the guy we went to see? with Danhausen.
Oh,
Ego. Ego.
Yeah,
Ego.
yeah, they used to be a tag team together. So anyway, Hammerstone does not win this match. I don't know if this is a one-off for Hammerstone because he's a free agent. So we'll see where he ends up.
I mean, the fact that it's if it were a one-off and they treat him like that to try to get him, like, they're going to try to get him to.
Well, that's not how really wrestling works. They wouldn't have just say, "Hey, we'll let you win. You come back and sign." That's not how it works. You sign them to a contract, and then you work whatever. Believe it or not, these results are predetermined.
But here's the thing about it. Again, you want to entice this guy to sign. You give him a one-off match. You say, "Hey, look, if you like it here, well, get." But he's an outside star. You want to entice him to stay. To me, that's a definite. And again, he looked like a beast, and they didn't put him over. I don't know, something that just
you understand that even if they put him over, that doesn't entice him to stay. That's not how it works. But
well,
you're not going to say, "Hey," I mean, there's some guys that come into the companies and say, I will sign here. I will give you an exclusive deal, but I never lose. That's not really how
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it's not going to work for me, brother. I would have said, okay.
I want creative control, me, G.
Where most likely you're going to have a really good first night, and then be back in catering after that, or on Ring of Honor. So, anyway, moving on. Lost my spot. Okay. 4-way match with TNA World Tag Team Championship. What a clusterfuck this was. ABC, Chris Bay, and Ace Austin, that's who it is, versus the Rascals, Zach Wentz, Trey Miguel, versus Grizzled Young Veterans, Zach Gibson and James Drake, and Speedball Mike Bailey and Laredo Kid. How old's Laredo Kid? He's been around 100 years now, I think.
Seems like it.
Yeah, he's been around a while. This is a pretty insane match. These guys are bouncing all over the ring. Like, it was like 12 or 8. How many was it? With 2, 4, 6, 8 Vikinos flying around the ring. ABC ended up pinning the Grizzled Young Veterans, and beating all the teams to win, or not to win, to hold on to the Impact titles. So ABC's held this title for a very long time now, and I'm not saying they should lose the title, but they've held a long time, and that's not really Impact's thing. They turn over titles a lot. Yeah. I'm really surprised ABC held onto these titles. I think I did pick them to win, but I'm really surprised. Some people, I'm sure, thought Grizzled Young Vets coming in were going to win these titles, and maybe they should have. I have no idea. Out of Chris Bay and Ace Austin, they're a great team. Out of all these teams, Grizzled Young Veterans is your better of the tag teams, I would imagine. So
yeah, and I think that's another one that I got wrong on our fantasy thing, because I was like, all right, like you said, ABC.
Yep.
they've been there for a while, and it's like, let's see if they crown. I mean, it's the beginning of the new year, new brand. Let's start off with new champions. Nope, they said screw it.
They'll run this back probably as a 1-on-1 tag team match, or 2-on-2, I should say. Grizzled Young Vets against ABC, and that'll probably be where we all pick Grizzled Young Vets again, and they'll still lose.
Absolutely. Right.
It'll be the whole Moose. There'll be the whole Moose versus Alex Shelley thing for me.
Oh yeah. I'm still cost me a title, I think. We had the TNA Knockouts Championship match. Trinity versus Jordan Grace. Now we all know that Trinity is leaving. Trinity is going back to the WWE. Supposedly, I mean that's what we're guessing. That's what all the rumors are, that she's going to show up in the Rumble So she loses this title to Jordan Grace. Well deserved. I like Jordan Grace. Scotty's made some dumb comments about her because he's heard dumb comments about her. I don't know if you've ever watched her wrestle. She's a phenomenal wrestler. Phenomenal wrestler. She's really good. Do I think she's wasting her talents in Impact Wrestling or TNA Wrestling? I'll get it right one day.
No, you won't.
Edge, Dolph. Will she get it? What are her talents being wasted? I think so. I think that I'd like to see her outside of the company wrestling other people, Britt Baker, or we've seen her versus Deonna Purrazzo already, that she's in AEW, but a bigger women's squad, a better women's squad. So, but she stayed. She decided her contract was up, and then she re-signed. So, good on her. She's holding the title for now. Scotty speechless. Scotty speechless. I know you're a big fan.
You're just spoon talking to him.
No, I've watched.
He's
her
asking
wrestle.
Spoon for advice. Should I say Butterface Spoon?
I have watched her wrestle. Good. I mean, again, she's got some skill. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but I mean, good on her for winning. I mean, if Trinity's leaving, they need another champion, so they put it on Jordan Grace, but not my cup of tea.
What's your cup of tea, buddy?
Well, it's Rhea Ripley. That's my cup of tea. That's
Rhea Ripley's your cup of tea?
I think that's everybody's.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably everybody's.
Let me say Dewdrop.
Now, if I had to pick anybody in that division, I would say, in that.
Masha.
No.
Masha Slamascotti.
Was Nikita Lyons.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's
okay. He like them thick.
Yeah,
like them thick.
What was the name of that girl from ATCW last year?
Oh, jeez.
Bertha. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name.
I don't think I just want to remember.
What did Chucky tell her? Do you have any other pants to wear? She goes, this is it. And he said, well, it looks like your ass ate half of them.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely true, because we saw her lower intestine at one point. I thought Scotty was putting $1 bills in the back of her pants. He was so close. He was so close. So close.
Gosh.
All right, we're gonna move on. So in the middle of this match, we had someone show up here in the middle of this match. You guys see this?
Oh yeah, Dana Brooke.
That's right. Ash Elegance is what she's calling herself, or she's definitely a knockoff of what's her name?
Tony Storm.
Yeah, I cannot wait to hear her talk. If she is doing Tony Storm, I'm never watching this fucking program again. I swear to God.
You never watch Impact or TNA to begin with, so
I do. I actually do. I record it on Thursdays. Of course, the last month and a half, it's all been reruns and shit. So, but I swear to God, if she's doing a Tony Storm, I'm gonna send them a nasty tweet.
Okay, but what if she does it better than Tony Storm?
I highly doubt that.
There's not a chance. There's not a chance. Yeah, there's not a chance.
No chance.
Tony Storm is the total package. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. We have last match of the night, TNA World Championship match. Alex Shelley versus Moose. Finally, Moose wins the TNA title.
I changed my fucking pick too.
Did you? Really?
Yeah.
I changed my fucking pick. I had Moose for 1, and then I think I changed it to Shelley for 1.
Oh.
There's only 1 point.
Yeah, no big deal. But no big deal. And I picked Shelley because I thought for sure they're never putting it on Moose. For some reason, they're never putting this on Moose. But I picked Alex Shelley also. So at the end of this, congratulations to Moose for finally winning this title outright. This time, and the last time he held it, I don't even think he was a champion. He brought the old belt out of retirement and was carrying that around and was saying he was a champion. So we had a debut. And the debut was who, guys?
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth. Nick
AKA
Nemeth shows up at the end, face to face with Moose. I don't believe they touched.
Now,
I think,
really quick though. So, Dolph, aka Nick Nemeth, I'm going to go with Dolph because that's how we all know him. Dolph Ziggler was just in
New Japan.
correct?
Yep.
Yes.
He didn't sign with New Japan, did he?
So I believe his gimmick is the wanted man. So I believe he is going to bounce around from organization to organization.
Okay.
He has been caught out by Cardona, so him and Cardona are going to be doing some business here soon. So I think he's just going to bounce around and do different things on the indies and do whatever he wants. And honestly, Cardona has proved it. You don't have to sign a contract with AEW or WWE or whatever. You can do these things and make a ton of money. Cardona says this is the most money he's ever made in independent wrestling since he's left. So it can be done. And I would say that Dolph or Nick or whatever you want to call him at the time, he is probably going to make more money than Cardona will.
Yeah.
He's a bigger name. People are he is the wanted man. People are gonna want to see Dolph go. People are gonna want to. You've never seen Dolph outside of WWE.
Yeah.
So people are gonna want to see him. ATCW, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, here's a little spoiler. We are booking Nick Nemeth.
Yeah. The day that happens, I'll believe it when I see it.
He says he'll eat his hat. He'll eat his hat.
Yeah.
I'll eat that shuttlecock hack of yours.
Yeah.
I still got to eat Wyatt's hat. Have you ever seen? Does Wyatt still wear hats? I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, no, he still wears them.
Anyway, so that's it for our Impact review. We're gonna jump right into our fantasy update. What do you got?
Fantasy. So, for those of you who don't know, we do a fantasy league, and we've started a new quarter. This was our first pay-per-view of the quarter, which will run all the way through the end of March to crown, hopefully, a new champion, because I'm tired of seeing this I Know More Than You title in the Barnhart household. So we've added some new hard-ons to the league. We are up to... Fuck, where are we up to? We got 11 people now in this league. So here are your current standings.
Are we only at 11?
Yeah, we're at 11.
Oh, okay. I thought we had 12.
So naturally, your top
if you
two...
want to join in, you can still jump in. It's only one pay-per-view and it runs per quarter. So still plenty of time.
Yeah, giving away your money at this point.
That
might be a lot of points to
I don't know. You got people that started the first week of the pay-per-view and didn't fill out the paper, right?
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. So of course, naturally, your top two right now tied for first, myself,
Yeah.
and the handsome bald guy next to me on the screen. Our current and reigning champion, Jesse, not too far behind at 19. Scotty, the shuttlecock, two-body, is at 18. We've got our newcomer hard-ons, AJ with 16, Zach and Brian are 14. That's B. Brian Belair,
Yeah.
who somehow got in late, and
Brian.
I gave him a mulligan because he was filled out during the pre-show. Mike at 13, my boy Ham at 12, Dave at 9, and Randy, who can fill out a paper pretty damn well, except that he didn't read it and he didn't pick any points. He has a big old donut.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down with him and explain the whole thing so you can get it.
I put it right in the chat.
I know, but
he understands now. He said he would have had 18 points. He understands now. I think he knew where he screwed up at. So, yeah, just keep in mind there's two scoring. You have to pick the person and the points that you think their confidence points that you think they're gonna gain. So once you've already picked one, you can't pick one again. Once you've already picked 10, can't pick 10 again. You got to spread them out. So that's a tough lesson, but he learned it.
And we're 2 weeks away from Rumble, so we'll have to do our random drawing for the entrant lottery for each one of our hard-ons, and
we'll do that on here.
Yep, and hopefully somebody will win, not named Jesse, so they can cash in and take that title.
I thought you said that she can't be in it. She can't be in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. She can't.
Yeah, she can't be in the Rumble.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, she can sit back and sweat.
Just for the men's Rumble?
Well, we only did the men's Rumble last year.
Okay.
So do you want to run both?
Hey, buddy, you've taken it over this year. I wouldn't say you do both, and you would have two winners, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I think that's why we didn't do it last year.
You could do the men and the women's, and then you can only cash in the women's one the second half of the season or the second quarter.
That's a good idea.
Not a bad idea. I'm full of them.
That's a good idea.
I'm full of them.
So that's our fantasy update.
Yeah, we could discuss it. Yeah, good job, boys. I mean, it's early. I mean, we're only a couple points ahead at this point, and anything can happen. So
just for Randy, if you're listening, dude, there were a couple of times in the last season that I forgot to fill out my forms twice, and boom, I still ended up with like at one point being in second place. So it is capable. You are capable of catching up. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And get a perfect card. You get a perfect card. You get a Money in the Bank.
What's that?
Okay.
We're doing perfect card as a Money in the Bank, right?
You tell me.
Yeah. So
that's a lot of Money in the Banks to give out, though.
Possibly. Yeah, but how many people got perfect cards last quarter? Ham had one, and I think I had one, except for the TNA debacle with the tag title match. There was only, I believe, one perfect card.
I think we're diluting it down.
I
think maybe we do that once a quarter or something like that. But I don't want to dilute it down where we're switching titles all the time. That's we'll talk about it. Let's not make it up as we go. Typical fucking Green Bay Packer fan.
Hey.
So, all right, we got a little thing called the Eye of Scotty. Scotty is going to tell us some of his. He's got some feelings on some wrestling stuff, and we call it the Eye of Scotty.
Through the eye of Scott. Should be good, but probably not. Through the eye of Scotty. Now's your chance to go to the party.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, something, and we will be discussing a little more of this here shortly as to the debuts and people showing up in other places. But right now, I think we're in a very interesting time in wrestling. We are looking at with a lot of the releases and a lot of people. I'm assuming with the one with Jack Perry specifically, open contract. He's able to go where he wants to go and still be in contract with AEW, because I haven't heard anything about him being released or not re-signing with AEW as of this point. But with CM Punk now in WWE, Dolph Ziggler on the independents, jumping between brands, jumping between promotions, Jack Perry showing up in New Japan. Honestly, I think this is a very interesting time for wrestling. I feel like we're looking at what could be some of the best stuff we have seen in a while. I'm very curious to see what Dolph is going to do. And Nick Nemeth, I'm gonna go with Dolph just because that's how I know him. But with Dolph, I think like we were just talking about his ability to go from promotion to promotion, be the wanted man. I think is going to be a very very interesting deal to see where that goes. We know that Punk is going to be doing some of the best work he's ever done. I know these guys disagree, but that's their until he gets hurt. Yes, I know. And you know what? Jungle fuck up. Guess what? I don't know what he's up to or why he made that little debut, as we will talk about here shortly. But you know what? He's got it's funny. Cornette calls John Moxley the homeless bum. Perry showed up with that homeless bum look, but it worked for him. And I think it might be interesting to see what he can do outside of an AEW ring. So I think it's going to be an interesting time in wrestling as we are seeing people moving around different places, different ideas, different names, different styles. But as we are going to talk about here with Jack Perry and some of the other, what do you guys think? What do you think about this idea of, we've kind of played ring around the rosy with a lot of these wrestlers, and now we have the potential to see some very interesting stuff come out of it. So what do you guys think?
New rivalries. You got.
I always like it when guys end up in different places because it gives them a chance to expand and do different things. Now
They can reinvent themselves.
WWE is very tight on what they do. You have a persona, you stick to a persona, you wrestle for WWE, and that's all you do. You don't do a lot of outside stuff. You're not doing OnlyFans. You're not showing your titties on OnlyFans, and you're not. You're not out there making wrestling figures, and like everything is WWE driven. It's for WWE. Anything you do, you have to drink the Kool-Aid of WWE. Anytime these guys leave, and we've seen people leave and just totally fall on their face, and they wish they never left WWE. And then we've seen other guys like Cardona and some of these guys that end up in AEW. They don't fall on their face. They Swerve Scott. Right, I guarantee you,
He's
WWE
one of
right
the
now
hottest guys going right now.
Pissed that they let Swerve Scott out the building.
And he's got Prince Nana with him.
He does got Prince Nana, by the way, and I'm totally pissed at Jake the Snake Roberts, and we can talk about that later on too. Jake put his hands on Prince Nana. I gave him a little uppercut the other night on Collision, so a little pissed off about that. But whatever, Jake, you'll be dead soon because of anyway. Don't touch Prince Nana. You don't touch Prince Nana. Anyway. So I like it because, again, it gives these guys a chance to do other things and be a little bit more creative than what they are now.
There's always somebody in a different promotion that you've dreamt of wrestling, and being able to move on to another promotion can give you that opportunity.
Yeah. Look at the Hardy Boys. They could not wait to wrestle the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
Worked out for them.
Yeah, I was going to say, look how that worked out.
4 concussions and 2 DIs later, here we are. All right, real quick, Ash Elegance. We talked about her a little bit ago. Do we think that she is going to do something here in TNA wrestling, or is she just going to be another person? She's not going to make the impact that Trinity made. That's for sure.
No. I mean, again, her name is out there, but she's not the same star level as a Trinity or a Mercedes Moné or anything like that. But I think she's got a chance to do something and try to get bigger than what she is currently. I mean, again, this is Impact or DNA, so it's not as many people watching, but still, it's a chance for her to say, hey, here's my style, here's how I am, and try to get noticed because I will say that, and I don't know who's doing it anymore, because it was like Briscoe and Patterson and guys like that they would have going around for WWE, kind of looking at talent and stuff like that. But so I don't know who their talent scouts are right now in WWE, but it's a chance for her to kind of hopefully get noticed by another company, by or just to get her name more out there than it has been. So I'm willing to give it a chance, even if she is a knockoff Tony Storm. So we'll see.
What do you think, Rick?
I don't know. Dana Brooke never really did it for me. So I don't know. I think she can do some stuff there, probably more than what she did in WWE, but she's not going to make quite the impact that Trinity did.
Impact. I get what you did right there.
Yeah.
Nick Nemeth shows up at Hard to Kill. He was just on NWJP last week got a little beef going with Finley. And I know TNA and AEW and Impact, AEW, and New Japan, Noah, they all kind of work together, which is good. I like that, and it gives Dolph a chance to show up at different places. This guy's immediately a star. Is Moose a transitional champion?
Probably.
Yeah, sadly enough. I mean, the guy is good, but I don't think they're going to have the company ride on Moose the way they did on have the company ride on Alex Shelley. And I think they're going to throw Dolph. I mean, it'll probably be a good feud, Moose and Dolph, for a while, and then they put the belt on Dolph and give him a run and kind of help to bring up some other stars. The names they probably need to get out there more and be pushed into the main event. So
I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh yeah, easily. I'm excited to see what they do with Ziggler, Nemeth, where the hell you want to call him.
The problem is, do they have somebody that can keep up with Ziggler?
That's the tough question. That really is, because
I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. So
now, would AEW be willing to let because I'm assuming most of the AEW guys have contracts that say that they can make appearances in other places. Would they be able to let Swerve, out for a little, like off television for a little while and work with Dolph Ziggler? Because that would be an amazing matchup.
Swerve, not going to happen.
No.
Dolph is making his way through the Indies. He's going to be over for a long time. Swerve is over now. Swerve is not going to be a guy that's going to job out or take a pin from an ex-WWE guy for sure. So,
Swerve's got he's riding the fire in AEW. He's definitely one of the hottest guys there right now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Jack Perry. He didn't change his name.
Nope.
He didn't change his name, which would have been great if he did. Jack Perry shows up at NWJ. Was it Noah? What company was that he showed up at?
It was New Japan, I thought.
Okay. He showed up at Battle in the Valley. And he tore up an AEW contract.
That's the thing that I'm kind of, like I said, we have not heard anything about him not re-signing with AEW.
Okay. So for legal purposes, you're not going to do that. And you can't really do that. That's not how contracts work anyway.
Yeah.
You can't tear a contract up.
But what I'm saying though is we haven't heard anything about him not re-signing. So like if he's still under contract, I mean, he's doing it as a gimmick, which I get, which is actually, I think, pretty cool. And he was wearing an armband that said Scapegoat, which I thought was kind of funny and interesting at the same time, because he's over there. The people have used him as the scapegoat as in his mind for the whole CM Punk thing, yada yada. But he's also an scapegoat from AEW as well. He's not there. So I love the double meaning behind that. I think it's an interesting play on it. So he's, and that's when, like, I'm not saying that he literally just tore up the contract. He doesn't work for AEW anymore. It's a gimmick. I get it. And I think it's actually a cool way to do it, to kind of make it look like he's not there when he's still really, under contract. But I don't know. Like I said, he looks I like, again, there are certain people that shouldn't pull off the disheveled look. He's one that can pull it off because it now kind of lives up to his name of Jungle Boy. Like, he's got that disheveled, like man in the wilderness look. And I'm, again, not a Jungle Boy fan. It's not, especially after what the hell went down, but it got me intrigued. It was like, wait a minute, this could, I don't know, this could be interesting. What is he trying to do? What are they, what's the game plan behind this? What are they?
I know one thing. He looked just like Luke.
He looked like who? Oh,
Like his dad. He really did. He
yeah,
did when he showed up there with his beard. He looked just like his dad.
Yeah,
I would like to
right.
see. I would like to see Perry put on some muscle, some weight.
Yeah.
And not look so
Yeah.
emaciated. But I think it's great. So Perry showed up at New Japan's Battle in the Valley, tearing up his AEW contract. He jumped the barricade, jumping Shada Umino, and with the armband scapegoat on his wrist or on his arm. I guess that's going to be his first. Umino is going to be his first real test back, and I mean they do that crossover with New Japan. What's that called?
Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door. So maybe
Yep.
we get Jack Perry back on AEW TV here at some point. And I'm curious to see what Jack comes out. I mean, he's definitely heel right now, so you're not going to hear an apology or why he did what he did or blah blah blah.
He should
Maybe we'll
change
get
his
that
name.
out of him.
He should change his name to Jungle Punk.
I like Jungle Punk. I mean, that wouldn't be. I actually just changed it to Perry. Just change it to Perry. Last name Winkle. Anyway, I'm curious to see what goes on here with Jack Perry here moving forward. So
Yeah.
All right, boys, you got anything else? Let's check the chat here before we get out of here. What do we got in the
Austin
chat? Anything?
Barkdale says change it to Stephen Hyde.
Yeah, I like it's why is Stephen Hyde? I'm confused.
That 70s show.
Oh, I thought Danny Masterson got out of jail. Austin, love him. Love him. We're gonna have Austin on here one day, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can get Jack Perry to show up when we start a new faction called the 90210s. Maybe we get some of the old cast from 90210 to show up and jump Jericho and beat the shit out of him on his cruise ship or something.
No, that already happened to him a couple years ago, and MVP beat the daylights out of him.
Yeah.
Is that who it was? MVP?
Yeah, it was MVP.
Yeah. I heard something like that, but I wasn't sure the whole story. So
yeah, it just came out. I mean, the story has been out there, but it resurfaced this last week. That it was MVP and Jericho got into a yelling match on the ship on a Jericho cruise, and then MVP just got tired of him and just punched the daylights out of him and knocked him out.
So I don't know if you guys know, MVP is like a mixed martial arts, like a taekwondo master, whatever, grappler. Jericho, he might have picked the wrong Fozzy to fuck with there.
Yep.
Anyway, that's going to do it here for High Rate Wrestling for Monday Madness. We appreciate you guys all jumping in. Make sure if you have not yet, go to our YouTube page, like and subscribe, ring the bell. We had a great weekend. I put up a short of our last RoPow, and it fucking took off. Almost 6,500 views, picked up like 10 more subs. We were at 230, and then somebody said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here, and jumped out. So, which is all right, too. So make sure you go like and subscribe, and we appreciate it. We're on a quest. So this weekend, Independent Rewind had their first show of the year, where Steve Sarks ripped off his shirt because they hit 700 viewers. So yeah. I have now made it my goal to beat 700 viewers or beat their viewers, their subs before the end of the year.
Nice.
They've been around. They've been around 3 years, 4 years, or however long they've been around. We have been around for not even a year yet, and we are damn near almost halfway to what they have. So if we can definitely get 300 subscribers here in the next month, we are on our way, bro, and we are going to get over 700. I think we can do it. Honestly, I think we can do it. So
Did you catch the Austin Theory and Carmelo
I did.
Hayes?
We're going to go over that on Friday when I get a little bit more information on the exact injury.
Double whoop-ow.
Yeah, it might make the Wopow. Maybe. I have to see if it's a short enough video where I'm not going to get a ding for it. So, YouTube proud on that. Can you believe that? YouTube proud.
Yeah.
But being a private group, as in Facebook private group, we can show that kind of stuff and we don't get dinged because it's private. So, anyway, that's going to do it here for Hard Way Wrestling. Boys, thank you so much. We will be back. We will be back on Thursday because this Friday I have a show of Voltage Wrestling in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, at the Counting House. Doors open at 7, I believe. But don't matter to you unless you bought a ticket because it is sold out, completely sold out. Your boy's selling out tickets. I mean, he's just selling out arenas, selling out venues. I think it's like it holds 12 people, but whatever. We sold out. So, and then Friday or Saturday, I will be at ATCW, ringing in the new year with those people. That's going to be a good show also. So, we also, after the Voltage show on Friday from 9 to midnight, we will be at Rough Edges Brewing for the after party. So if you guys are in the area, check that out. We have a little thing on our Facebook. Come drink some snooty beers. What are they called? What are they called? IPAs?
IPAs.
Yeah, IP because my bladder is weak.
No, really fun. Going back to the Pierre PCO, there's a great joke from Whose Line. My name is Pierre because my bladder's empty. Pierre.
I got you. Jiu-Jitsu MVP. Thank you, Randy. Says MVP is a Jiu-Jitsu master. So ready to hop in whenever you'd like. Just give me a heads up. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Damn. You beat me to okay, yeah. Anyway, I'll be there Saturday. Can't wait. Yep, Austin, I can't wait to see you, man. It's been about a month and a half now since I've seen some of these guys. So check out our Facebook pages, our ATCW Facebook pages. A lot of great promos up there. I put a promo up yesterday, basically calling Hunter Cole a bitch. So
and Ricky and I'm assuming I can speak for you, Ricky. Ricky and I will all be at the
man, I'm on the fence, dude.
Woo, he's on the fence.
The Packers game is at 8:15 Saturday night.
Listen, Scotty.
DVR it.
Scotty.
DVR it. I'll fucking know who won.
Yeah,
because
you can't
somebody
DVR
in that fucking church will have better reception than me.
Scotty, he wants to see Green Bay's last game of the year.
Possibly.
Just think of the suspense you'll
you
have.
gotta believe. All you need is love.
That's right. All you need is love, bro. All you need
I'm
is
not. Look, I will drive. I know where you live now, Ricky. I will drive to your apartment, drag you out of there.
Don't worry, the door's not wide enough.
That's first off, that's premeditated, Scotty. So whatever happens to Ricky moving forward, it's on video.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
if you don't see Ricky,
Stephen P. New.
If we don't see Ricky moving forward, you'll know what happened. So
yeah, he ate me.
All right, that's good to do here for Hard Way Wrestling, boys. I will see you guys on Thursday. We'll be back with another episode of Whoa Pow! So, and I got about 5 or 6 in the hopper right now, ready to go. Some pretty good ones. They get better and better every time.
I love it. I love it.
Actually, let me lean in. I'm gonna tell you this one. One of them, I was doing a vagina lip fell out. I was like, I can't put this one on there. That stuff happens, ladies. If you're wrestling, ladies, please course, please wear pantyhose underneath your gear. Just, never had to worry with it. So, but when a women's jam bag falls out, it's a problem. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna see you guys on Thursday. For that, we'll see you next time
On the hard way.
Peace.